So now is our time for our student speeches. And here to introduce our first graduate is Seamus Morrison.
Lifer to the end, knows the coolest science facts, always needs a haircut. Please welcome Dylan Reed.
Good evening. What makes Oak Grove unique? This is a hard question to answer. I have been at Oak Grove my entire life, therefore I am a lifer. I started out here in kindergarten with Krista Swanner, and I have climbed the ladder of the school until today, my final day here. I have been at Oak Grove through many changes, both for me and for the school. The changes for the school have been vast. New buildings, directors, teachers and classmates, playgrounds, equipment, and so on. But the changes for me have been subtle. Apart from growing and changing my hairstyle several times, the subtle changes are hard to put a finger on. As I have been here my entire life, I don't really know anything else besides this. People assume that because I've been here my entire life, I'm some sort of quintessential Oak Grovian that spouts Krishnamurti verses and sits under a tree every day. They think that I know every last little thing about Oak Grove, so when they ask, what makes Oak Grove unique? I shrug and say, I don't know, there's lots of trees. I do know that there have been many moments here that are very special to me, and I'm very thankful for experiencing. So many of these moments have been with my friends, my classmates. We have traveled all over the country and even gone to the other side of the planet together. Having such a small class has allowed me to form friendships that have lasted throughout the ages of my schooling career. These bonds formed through the forced social interaction of such a small class. For many, a small class is undesirable as there is nowhere to hide in the back of the classroom and sleep, although that still does not stop some kids here. Being forced to interact with everyone in the class was the one thing that fostered the growth of all my friendships that I still cherish and remain strong to this day. Our class has been through a lot together, and they are what? I forgot words. They are what have made my time at this school unique. I have so many memories from throughout the years that have only remained in my head because of the people I was with at the time. Take our time on the junior trip. We had just arrived at our side of the Grand Canyon. It was really late. We had been driving all day long and we were exhausted. We had to set up our tents, but of course, to make things more interesting, it started to snow. Setting up a tent in the snowy, freezing darkness of the Grand Canyon is horrible. The fact that only Jack Hardley and I were setting it up while the rest of our tent mates huddled in the van made matters more interesting. At the time, I was furious, but looking back, I laugh and realize that I do indeed know what makes this school unique. It took a bit of deeper inward thought, and Krishnamurti would be proud, but I realized that the things that make this school unique to me, someone who knows nothing else other than these trees and wooden buildings, are the people that you spend these years with. Even though I may not know exactly how Oak Grove's arts of living and learning have changed me as the student I was, I do know that my classmates here have molded me into the graduate I am now. And I thank each and every one of you for allowing me to form close friendships with all of you. And thank you for creating 13 years of wonderful memories that I will cherish forever. Thank you. Polaroids and picnics, always looking for an adventure. Sunshine Girl. Please welcome Leah Cohen.